Yo, what's up? It's your boy, Double D. I'm here with Twitch. It's DFS Rebels coming at you with the NBA playoffs. We got 3 games to discuss. We got the Washington Wizards versus the Philadelphia 76ers, the Atlanta Hawks versus the New York Knicks, and the Memphis Grizzlies versus the Utah Jazz. So make sure you smash that like button, support your boy, support us, me and Rob, and make sure you join the rebellion.
All right, another day, another dollar. What do we got going on today, Dave?
All right, we're going to talk about the first game. We got the Washington Wizards versus the Philadelphia 76ers. The Sixers are an 8-point favorite. The over and under is 230 points and a half. Things I want to know.
I'm going to take the under on that.
You're going to take the under?
Yep.
Okay. Last game, the 76ers won. So they're up 1-0 on the Wizards. So, all right, let's talk about pace. The Washington Wizards are number 1 in the league in pace, which is very surprising. They just love run. Russell Westbrook is just running, gunning up and down the court.
Yep.
76ers, they're 11th in the league in pace. Defensive ratings.
Yep, that's what I'm looking at.
76ers are number 2 in the league, so we got the number 2 defensive rating versus the number 1 pace in the league. That's going to be interesting. Anything else you want to... Well, the steals, I like to mention that the 76ers are number 1 in the league in steals. What else here? Nothing much here to note about. What are you liking? Let's start with the Wizards.
The Wizards, well, as amazing as Westbrook is, and he's probably going to get a triple-double, he's also like almost 3K higher than Bradley Beal, who has 4% more usage percentage than Westbrook. So I'm locking in Beal in pretty much 99% of my lineups.
Okay.
He's 100% in all cash lines, that's for sure. And he will be in a good majority of all my GPPs. I'm going to be fading Westbrook. That's probably going to be a mistake, but I will be taking shots at Rio.
I don't blame you. Westbrook is expensive. He's the most expensive player on the slate tomorrow. So.
Yeah. I will be taking shots at Hachimura for sure.
I like your call. If you're gonna, I'd rather spend 3K less with Bradley Beal, who actually had a better game. I love the call. I think I'm gonna be with you on that. He's gonna be in all my lineups, cash and GPPs. Westbrook, I'm not gonna fully fade him, but he'll definitely make a couple lines. Besides that, Beatrins, I love him off the bench. He's just a 3-point shooter, but he can be a sneaky. He gave you a couple rebounds and a couple blocks.
Burton, yeah.
Anybody else on this team? I mean, there's not much. Asamora he plays heavy minutes, 36 minutes last game. He had 12 points, 5 rebounds, but didn't do anything else that really mattered.
No, you like Bertans. I like Hachimura. I think those are both good for GPP.
Now let's talk about the 76ers.
76ers. Actually, you know what? One more person on the Washington. I like Gofford.
Yes, he did have a good game last series. In the play-in game, he had 15 points, 10 rebounds, and he had 5 blocks. So he's capable of putting up stats for sure.
Yes.
Now the Sixers.
Now the Sixers. How you're just Embiid, right? It just has to be Embiid.
Yeah.
I mean, Simmons is great. Tobias Harris is great. Danny Green is great. Seth Curry is great. You want to get risky for the biscuit. Tyrese Maxey would be my dart throw of the thing, but you can pretty much take anybody in that starting lineup and have her and be happy with it.
Yeah. Tobias Harris led the team last game with 37 points. He shot up 29 field goal attempts. He pretty much almost doubled everybody else. So I don't know if that's going to be a theme, but I'm not going to chase that. I'm going to be all over Simmons, Embiid, Danny Green, Curry. I like all of them. I might have a little bit of everybody in there, and a lot of lineups. My favorite out of the bunch is probably Embiid. I don't see anybody on Washington stopping him, so I think he's going to have a monster game. Ben Simmons can't score, but he'll give you he'll give you rebounds, assists, steals, blocks. So I like that as well. And then Curry, obviously, is Curry. He just hits a lot of threes.
Yep, for sure.
So yeah, for that game.
I think if you're going Beal and Embiid, then you got to find your value, and that's why I mentioned people like Hachimura or Gofford, and that's where you find your value, or Maxey. Now for my favorite game, we got the Knicks coming up. Talk to me, Dave.
Yes, we got the Atlanta Hawks versus the New York Knicks. An exciting first game. The Knicks are a 2-point favorite. The over-under is 212 points and a half. Like I said, the first game, the Atlanta Hawks won by a game-winning floater by Trey Young, so that was crazy. But let me talk about some stats that I want to mention. We got the New York Knicks. They're the slowest-paced team in the league. They're 30th, and then Atlanta Hawks are 23rd. But besides that, the New York Knicks are third in the league in defensive rating, and the Atlanta Hawks are top 10. They're 8th in the league in offensive rating. So, yeah, let's see what do you want to talk about here? Who you liking?
Well, right off, let's just start with the Knicks. I hate to be that guy that just tells you to play the obvious plays, but with the Knicks, I'm going to tell you to play the obvious plays. I love Barrett, Randall, Rose, and Quickly. Randall just won Most Improved Player, so I'm going to keep rolling with him. He's been fantastic.
Yeah, he deserved the Most Improved Player too. He was good this year.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely. Who do you like on Knicks?
Okay, I'm gonna be with you. Besides the Quickly, I'm all over Barrett. I love Randall. He just won that award, like you said. He's gonna definitely come back and play with a lot of more energy. Derrick Rose for sure. He wasn't in the running for 6th Man of the Year award, but they gave it to Clarkson instead. But yeah, you gotta go with the 3 guns for the Knicks. Nerlens Noel got hurt last game. Not gonna be so much on him, but that's another guy to keep an eye on. Elfrid Payton only played 8 minutes, so that opened up minutes for Alex Burks, who went off for 27 points.
I'm not gonna chase that.
Yeah, I'm not chasing that as well. I'm just very confused what they're gonna do with that point guard situation. So I'm gonna stay away from Payton, Burks, and Quickly. But I do love Rose, Randall, and Barrett.
I agree.
Yep.
Randall does have the highest usage rating there, and that's pretty much why I'll be using him.
Yeah, I really definitely have it. He only shot 6 for 23, so he can only go up from here.
Exactly.
Now for the Hawks, who do you like, bro?
For the Hawks, well, I'm gonna say I like Hunter. Hunter's finding his way back. He was a big part of the offense before his injury. He's finding his way back into it now after his injury. He had good minutes last game. Hunter has a good 20% usage rate. I also like Hoyter, who has a less usage rate, but Hoyter's just been pretty solid for his price. But I like the Forgotten Man because everyone likes Capella and Trey Young so much. I love John Collins. He gets you those double-doubles. He has a 22% usage rating. I think John Collins is to play them all. I think he's going to be overlooked.
Okay. Besides the obvious, Trey Young. I'm going to be on Trey Young, obviously, but just like everyone else, I like playing on DK. I like to chase those double-doubles, and as you just said, John Collins is the Forgotten Man. I think nobody's going to be on him. He's going to be low-owned. He's probably going to be under 20%. He only had 12 and 7 last game, so that's why people are going to probably fade that. But he did have 1 steal, 2 blocks, so he can definitely stuff the stat sheet for sure. And just another 3 rebounds would have got you the double-double bonus, so I like John Collins. I love Capella. He was 1 off the double-double. He had 9 points, 13 rebounds. He also had 2 blocks. So those guys right there, I love. I really love them a lot. Trey Young, I'm going to have some shares of him, but I'm not going to be fully on him as much because I think he's going to be over-owned because everybody's going to be on him.
Yep.
Deandre Hunter for sure, a guy that you should definitely keep an eye on. His minutes should go up as well because he just got back from injury. And that's about it. I mean, Hoyter and Bogdanovich, you can choose from the 2. I want to play both. So that's all I got for you for the Atlanta Hawks. I do think the New York Knicks are going to tie the series up. They're going to win.
I think the Knicks are going to win, and I think it's going to go over the over the what is it? 212.5.
Yes.
It's gonna go over, definitely.
Okay. I'm with you on that one as well.
All right, Dave. I know you were talking about this one all day. What do you got for me?
All right, the last game of the night, we got the Memphis Grizzlies versus the Utah Jazz. The Utah Jazz are 8.5-point favorite. The over and under is 218 points. The first game, the Grizzlies snuck a victory in Utah. They beat the Jazz 112-109. They were obviously without Donovan Mitchell. He is questionable for Game 2. Mm-hmm. Things I want to note about pace-wise, the Memphis Grizzlies are top 10. They're 8th in the league in pace. Jazz are 18th. Jazz are number 1 in field goal, 3-point field goals. They're number 1 in rebounds. They are 3rd in true shooting percentage. 5th in efficient field goal percentage. This team just knows how to shoot the ball. Offensive rating, they're 3rd. And defensive rating, surprisingly, the Grizzlies are 6th in the league in defensive rating. That was surprising. All right, enough talking. You go.
Well, I know Dave here drove to Jersey today, and I know he put money on the Jazz winning by 9, so he's taking that spread.
He spoiled everybody. I was gonna say that later, but thank you.
I know you went to Jersey today. You text me, you're like, I'm in Jersey, putting that bet in. I'm like, God damn you, Dave, you're always jumping the guns. That's all he does, the parlays. Dave and his parlays. But okay, yeah. Okay, let's talk. Memphis.
A lot to like about Memphis. They're going to be a good team for years to come.
Yeah, I mean, there's so much to like. Obviously, John Morant's going to be most owned, and rightfully so. With a 27, he's the highest, usage at 27%.
Dylan Brooks exploded. Yeah, 31 points. I don't know if I want to chase that, though.
Dylan Brooks only has 1% less usage than Morant. So, if with that difference in price, he's actually a good play.
You're right. He's probably the best.
Yep. So,
value-wise, Brooks is a better play than Morant, for sure.
I think I'll play both. I think I'm putting both Morant and Brooks in the majority of my lineups together.
Yeah, you just talked me into it. I was actually going to fade Dylan Brooks, but now that I'm looking at the price and then his usage, he is actually a good play.
So that's it. That's all I'm playing on Memphis.
All right.
Yeah.
Let me mention a couple players.
All right.
I like I'm not going to be high on Valanciunas, but if you're chasing double-doubles, he's one of the guys that will give you a double-double. But he is going against Defensive Player of the Year, Gobert. So you might have to choose between the both of them. I would go with Gobert, but right now we're talking about Memphis. So Valanciunas is a good play. Kyle Anderson is sneaky. He did play 30 minutes. He had 6 steals. Wow, I didn't even notice that. He had 6 steals last game. 14 points, 4 rebounds, 3 assists. That's pretty good, but I know he's definitely not going to get 6 steals again. And then the forgotten man who's been out all season, Daryn Jackson Jr. They're bringing him back slowly. He only played 23 minutes, but he gives you those defensive stats: 3 steals, 1 block. He will get you in foul trouble because he likes to swat everybody's shot. So you gotta be careful with him. So besides that, that's about it with Memphis. I don't like really those guys. I'm not chasing these guys on the bench. They don't do much for me. So that's it for me.
I actually will have some shares of Jackson. That's a good point, but I'm mostly just sticking with Brooks and Morant.
Yeah.
Over on Utah.
Now for you.
Yep. The winner of the 6th Man of the Year, Jordan Clarkson, is who I'm targeting heavy.
Yes. I'm not sure if he's going to be high owned, but I don't think I care at this point.
Nah. He has the 2nd highest usage on the team behind Donovan Mitchell. And he's the 6th man. So
yeah, and there's still a good chance Donovan Mitchell might not even play. I think they're pressing the panic button really quick. He's been out for at least the last month, I want to say. Huh?
He might play, but doesn't matter if he plays or not. I'm all over Clarkson.
Yeah, no, I'm just Donovan Mitchell. They run off to Donovan Mitchell, but I don't know. He's not healthy. I don't think he's fully healthy.
I think there's just everybody on his team is reasonably priced. I love Gobert. Mm-hmm. He gives you fantastic fantasy points. He can get you a double-double. I love Mike Conley. Again, he's another guy who's fairly priced. Get you a double-double.
Yep, with the assist.
Yep. Sure. So I think if you're doing a 3-game slate, I'm going incredibly heavy on this game. I'll get Morant and Brooks, and I'm going with a bunch of Jazz players, and I think I'll be a happy little man.
This is a good
stacking
nightcap where you can game. Yeah, this is a good late night hammer where you just game stack this game.
Absolutely.
Because everybody is a play. The only guys I'm not really going to be high on is Royce O'Neal. He plays a lot of minutes, but he doesn't really do much in those minutes. Joe Ingles likes to surprise you once in a while, but I'm not really on him. I like Conley, Gobert, and Clarkson for sure. And if Donovan Mitchell plays, I don't know if I fade him, but I don't really like him. And he's I think he's in the 8K range. So I have to look at it again in DK. I'd rather play Clarkson for 7,300 on DK, to be honest.
I completely agree with you.
Yep. So I don't know. So like I said, Marv already said, I think the Jazz are actually going to win, and I think they're going to cover the spread. But that's if Donovan Mitchell plays. Now, if Donovan Mitchell doesn't play, I don't think the same of the Jazz. I think the Grizzlies will keep it closer, but I think the Jazz will still win, but not by. I won't go with the 8.5 spread with that.
All right, that does it. We've been on a roll. We're just getting back into the swing of things. We kind of forgot how to do this podcast thing, but you know what? We're getting there again. My bankroll's still looking good. How about yours, Dave?
Yeah, no, it's pretty good. I mean, we all want to be millionaires, but you gotta take it day by day. And,
nah, fuck that. Not day by day. Every minute we win money. That's what we do here at DFS Rebels. And we want everybody to come along on this ride, on this journey, and join the rebellion.